What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. This is part 9 of the Rebuild the Box series. And in this video we're going to be making a platform in the back half of the box. And this is going to serve multiple purposes because I'm actually going to be making more storage within this platform. In previous episodes of the Rebuild the Box series where I redid my kitchen cabinet, I had to shrink it down. That exposed my wheel well. So we're going to be making the platform going from here across and all the way back, just enough so I could fit my couch on the other side. And the couch measures out to be 55 inches long, so I'm going to have to come out 55 inches from here, and then that's what this piece is for. It's the first piece of the project, and that's going to be the base that we're going to be fitting in this area right here, and then we're going to build off of that with other pieces of foam board that I had prepped weeks ago. Check it out. So I got all these stuff cut out. So this one's raised up a little bit. My closet's going to sit above that, but that's going to be a cabinet to open up. It's just going to be deep in there to fit stuff in. And then this one is going to be a shallow one like the rest of them, but that's going to be under where my lift top table is going to be. Hopefully that'll fit in there. Then I have this one, these four here. And then that's where the water pump stuff is, and then that's where that security one is. But you notice how I doubled up on this is because if you look, one door can fit here, one door could fit here, you know what I mean? And one door for here, one door for here. I did the same thing for this one here, and then for that one. And then I took some fiberglass screen and painted them on just to give it more stability. The first thing I want to do, however, before building this platform is take a piece of paneling that I had cut out and finish the side up right here. Alright, now with that panel on the end of this cabinet, now it's time to get on to this platform, and we're going to start with this base piece here, and we're going to trim it out so we can fit it around all this stuff here in this corner. Okay, now that I have the base piece set into place, I have a couple of screws to hold it in. I'm gonna probably put a few more in just to make sure that this piece stays mounted to the ground. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to start building. We're gonna have to start in the back there on the back wall to put that on a piece in there, and we're gonna notch it so that we stick it into the base piece, and we're also gonna glue it when it's all said and done. So we're gonna start here, and then we're gonna work our way around. We're gonna do something around here to enclose this, and then we're gonna have to figure out something with this plumbing so that we can make sure that that doesn't get interfered with. So now I have this first panel notched out and sat into place. I'm going to notch out and sit all the other pieces into place before I glue everything together. So after I put that back piece in and then I put the side piece in, I was looking at my water filtration system and I realized that I needed to redo it a little bit. So what I had done was I took the cutoff valve, which is right here. It's now right here. It used to be right there. and I removed it and just put a straight piece right there, and then moved the shut-off piece right here. And what that did was allowed me to move this whole piece down a little bit to make a level with this piece here and that piece there. I also went ahead and stuffed as much insulation underneath and around everything, all the components, the water pump, all the pipes. I also took pipe insulation and went over all the pipes as well, just to add a little bit more insulation to everything. And I also went ahead and replaced my water filter while I was here. And so there we have it, and now let's move on and put in some more pieces for this platform. Okay, and after some time, this is where I'm at. And so I've got the piece here and here all in, as well as this. It's just mocked up, it's not glued in just yet. I do want to add one more piece right here to make it a double piece like that, and another piece right there to make this whole thing a double piece, and that's going to make sense here in a little bit. I also have to get a couple pieces to fit in right here, which is above my wheel well, and to fit into this little space right here that is left behind. And I'm also going to cut out some small pieces of Luan that are going to go around these foam pieces, here and here and here and everything, just to give it more stability. I actually completely forgot about this piece that I have already screened and painted. I cut that off of the piece on the back wall because I couldn't interfere with my pipe there. So I'm going to actually trim this to fit right there because it's too short to make a piece for in here. Or is it? Yeah, well, it's just an inch too shy. I'd rather have it come all the way out, but we'll make it fit this piece here, and then we have the other piece right here that we're going to put right there. Alright, I've got all the pieces mocked up for this portion of the platform. And so next we're going to glue it all together using this Gorilla Glue heavy duty construction adhesive. Now that everything is glued up, it's going to dry. I still have to put the piece in over here. That's not a big deal. And then I'm going to go over it with some paint. I'm actually going to take some screen and put some screen on this piece like all the other pieces have to make it more sturdy. So after I added a piece of screen to this board right here, I painted the bottom and I painted the side with some white paint. I also did the same with this piece right over here. So the next step we're going to do is take some of this thin Luan board that I have, It's 1/8 of an inch thick, and we're going to glue it to the sides of all the foam panels. And to mount these pieces of Luan board, we're going to use this FRP adhesive with one of these guys and put a thin layer on the back here. And once there's a good layer on there, then we will take the board and put it into place. I'm going to put a piece of 1x4 going from here going across, just to give this a little bit more stability in the back. Okay, so now I have a 1x4 going across the back, and that is all glued in, as well as all the pieces of Luan, all the thin pieces of Luan that I cut out. Those are all in on all the sides as well, just to give it more stability, more structure. Alright, so the next step is to build a frame piece for back here. This section right here is going to be accessible from outside, and I'm actually going to be putting a wall in eventually. We're going to take some 2x3s and we're going to make a little brace right here at the end, so I have more structure for the couch to sit on. So let's make that brace, and then we can make the hatch doors, and we're going to have two of them, one right here and then one for right here. And the piece I'm going to put on top of this section right here is going to stay there, and that's not going to be removable, while this one and this one both will be able to open. Okay, so now this section of the platform is pretty much done. Now I have to just put the tops on. I have the 2x4 brace back here, the 1x4 brace going across the back, and I also got a piece of Luan right here, just to cover in that piece of foam that was put there. That's my wheel well. Alright, so now it's time to put these doors on. And for that, I'm using 3/4 inch MDF board, just because it is very strong. So this piece here is actually going to go here, and it's going to be mounted firm to that, and it's not going to actually be able to be opened. And to mount the hatch doors onto this frame, this assembly, I'm using these 5-point or 5-angle brackets, so that when it's sitting on the edge, this will actually fold up and out of the way, as opposed to other like normal types of hinges. Okay, so I finally got the hatch doors mounted to this portion of the platform, and this piece here is screwed down. It's also glued down with the Gorilla construction adhesive, so that's going to dry. The hinges are screwed in, and they're also glued in as well, so that's all going to dry. As you can see, works pretty good. Same thing with that one. I am going to be doing flooring on all this stuff, so this sticks up just a little bit. So the hinge sticks up just a little bit, but the flooring is going to take care of all of that. So now that we're done with this section, I'm going to clean up some stuff, and we're going to start working on this middle section right here. And just like that, I have the second one built. So this is the first half, and of course in here is some storage, and then And here is my water filter and my water pump. And then this piece right here is solid, so is that one. And that one, that is part of my garage. It's open in the back. Same thing with this one right here. And of course, this one opens up. And of course, goes in underneath here. And then of course, this one opens up. Now take my couch and put it on this side, and then we'll get to working on the other side. And finally, the other half of the platform is complete. Storage there. More storage in here. More storage in here. And then of course, deep storage in there. And this section right here that also goes to the back of there is also a solid piece that doesn't move. That is also my basement or garage area. And this is part of my closet that I've got to complete. And then my dresser thing is going to go there. It's going to be a bunch of shelves that are going to be able to fit these into, kind of like how the build was previously, but I'll have even more room to fit more of my clothing. The only thing left to do is to paint all of it, paint all the inside, the sides and the bottom. I've got my couch on the other side. I've got a trim piece going across the front there as well. This project took a lot of time, a lot of work, and a lot of effort in order to complete. To me, it was about the same amount of effort and work that it took to build these foam cabinets that I made a few months ago. I'm completely happy with the outcome of this storage platform. It gives me so much more storage that I didn't have before. Aside from all the small details that I still have to complete with this storage platform, one big transformation is going to be the flooring that I'm going to be installing on top. But that's going to be in another video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for all the love and support. I'll see you next time. Going for a car ride.